So we're so excited, you guys. Welcome to the freaking team. And if this is your first Zoom or this is your 700th Zoom, I hope it serves you in some way. But I want to pray real quick just before we get started so that we can kind of all get in an amazing state of mind. So, dear Jesus, I just want to say thank you for this time that we're about to spend together. I hope that you bless every single person who's on this, every single person who's not on this, but just bless their business, enlarge their territory, and just give them abundance in every aspect of their life. And I hope that you just give them the peace of mind to know that they're in the right place at the right time. And we are so excited to have them. Let them feel that they're just part of an amazing community, and one that we are so excited to just love on them. In your name we pray. Amen. Okay, so here we go. We are going to just hear from a bunch of different leaders tonight about what it just takes to be successful. And to be honest, we didn't really plan like how this was going to go, what format we're going to do, but these are always the best Zooms because we just are going to spit to you what is working for us, what we think it takes to be successful, because there is a formula. Okay. There is a formula of what exactly it takes to be successful in this business. And what you need to know is that we're going to give it to you. We're going to share all the sauce, but at the end of the day, this is up to you. And that's the most amazing part. So we're going to do a little exercise first. What I want you guys to do is I want you to write out in the chat why you joined this business. What were you looking for? And what are your top 3 goals that you want to accomplish by the end of 2019? And just so we can help celebrate you and cheer you on and know. And you know what, you guys, if your dreams do not scare you, they're not big enough. So these dreams should be freaking scary and terrifying to type into the chat because you're like, I don't know if this is possible, but I want to do this. Like that's how it should feel right now. So what are your dreams for the rest of 2019? These are going to grow. So even if right now it might be like Tay said, like once you join for making extra $200 a month, it might be something, totally different 3 weeks from now. But right now, what is it that you want to accomplish that you joined this business for by the end of the year? Okay. 26 savings account, paying off student loans, buying a house, paying off our house, paying off a car. So these are all amazing goals, you guys. And these are goals that you should join the business for, that we're going to cheer you on to accomplish. But at the end of the day, if we want to accomplish big dreams, we have to have big action, right? We have to take action. And I want to tell you a little bit about how I got started. I got started just for $500. I just wanted hair and nail money, and that's it. And I just wanted to be able to not feel like I was a prisoner to my bank account, to where I had to say yes or no based on what my bank account said versus what I wanted to do. And so for me, this was something where $500 a month would just really helped me. And then I got in and I saw like just how much I love this business, how much I love the products, and how much I loved helping other people. And so I hope that you guys know that like my road to success it was not just like this. Okay. It came with a lot of doubt. It came with a lot of confusion. It came with a lot of what the hell am I doing? But at the end of the day, it came with so much amazingness. It came with the ability to just say that like I've literally changed our family's life. It came with the ability to say that I have so much more confidence in myself that if you would have told me 3-4 years ago I would have been speaking on a Zoom like this, I would have just laughed in your face. Okay. Like I was not a person that was going to talk in public. I was not a person that was going to do any of that. Like I was an outgoing person, but I would have stuttered. And if you watch any of my Zooms from like 3 or 4 years ago, I did. Like they were so horrible. But it's okay because like that's part of the process. And so it's been such a game changer. We hit the highest rank in the company in March, and was 4 years. And 4 years can seem like a long time or short time, whatever amount of time it seems to you. It was filled with work. And it doesn't mean work like in a bad way, but it was filled with just knowing that like what I was working for is always going to pay me back, right? It's never going to be time lost or anything like that. So for me, I love this because I didn't have a cap on what I was able to make. My kind of shifting moment, and you guys will all have like shifting moments in the business, but my shifting moment was when I was at my 9-to-5 job. I was just kind of dabbling in the business, if you will. But I went to my 9-to-5 job and I asked for a raise. We had just gotten our annual reviews back. And I was like, I would love like a $5,000 raise. I got all these amazing reviews. And then what happened was they said it wasn't in the budget, and it was totally outside my control. And I remember feeling like, I'll be damned if I ever leave the ability to say yes or no to my child into somebody else's budget. I'll be damned if I feel like I'm not going to be able to hang out with my friends, or I'm not going to be able to put a savings account in if I'm leaving this up to somebody else's budget. Because I know that my performance was good. I just got my evaluation back. But at the end of the day, like, it wasn't in their budget. So for me, what was I doing? I was working for somebody else 9 to 5, and yeah, was it a secure paycheck? Yeah, but security often doesn't come with abundance, right? Like, it just doesn't work like that. And so for me, that was the moment that everything switched, that I started taking this business seriously, because I was like, you know what? What's my alternative? Live like this for the rest of my life and continue to struggle with my bank account and struggle with the stress of money on my marriage and struggle with all of that stuff, because I know that I was not called for a life like that. And so that's when I started just pouring my all into the business, because what did I have to lose? A couple of people's opinions. Like, it wasn't worth it to me. So I jumped in full force at that moment, and literally was ignorance on fire. I had no idea what the hell I was doing, you guys. Literally, like, I probably told so many people like lies unintentionally, because I was just like, yeah, this is this, or yeah, the wrap is going to help you lose weight. The wrap is not help you lose weight, by the way. But I didn't know what I was doing, but I was just freaking excited. I was like, oh my Lord, this is amazing. I have the opportunity to do this business. Like, what a blessing it is that we even have the opportunity to work a business like this from our freaking phones that we're on hours and hours a day. Okay. So I was just pumped, and my whole perspective changed. And that's when my success happened. Amazing. What a coincidence, right? It's like success happens when you just start to go all in. You can't swim with one toe in, right? You're not going to be able to be successful in this business with one toe in. And you're going to realize that like your threshold for going all in is going to get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, because you might think you're all in now, and then you're going to be like, dang, like I thought I was all in then, and then now I'm really all in. So I'm excited for your guys' journey. I'm excited to see you guys accomplish what you want to accomplish. I'm going to have Tay kind of tell a little bit about her story. And then Tay, I just want you to share like your number one tip and something that you wish you knew like when you first started out.
Hey guys, my name's Taylor Kaufman. I'm a presidential diamond on the team. I started in nursing school. I was waitressing 2 jobs, going to clinical 5 days a week, going to nursing school 5 days a week. I was very, very busy, you guys. And I really started just for $200 a month and just to lose weight. Like, I really wanted to lose weight because I had gained like 30 pounds in school. So the income really wasn't like, I thought I saw people making great money with this, but I didn't truly think that this would ever be a full-time thing, like just a couple $100s to help me, you know, pay for bills, pay for gas, whatever, the extras. And so that was really it. My mindset was very small. And I think most people, when they start a business like this, they have small mindsets, small goals, because they don't really know what they're capable of yet. And so, you know, I went diamond in 8 months and pretty much matched what would have been my nursing income. Went double diamond a year later, then triple diamond a year later, and then prez like right after triple a couple months. And, you know, now I am a retired nurse. My husband, I brought him home from his corporate 9-to-5 job. He was just miserable there. And we just live a freedom lifestyle. We wake up on our own terms. We don't go to a boss. We don't ask for time off. We travel when we want. We have savings. We've been able to pay off tons of debt, and just the freedom that this business has brought us has been just like the biggest blessing. And so I just want you guys to know that like that can be you too. Because if you heard me when I started, I just wanted $200. I didn't ask for a 6-figure income. I didn't even really think that that was possible for me. And so if you're just now getting started and you're like, I don't know, like I see other people making great money, but I don't really know if that can be me, know that it can be you. Like, you can do this. And I think that like when you look at this as a longevity, long-term success plan, and you decide, okay, I'm going to give this 4 years like I would a college degree and see where I'm at in 4 years, like I guarantee you where you're at in 4 years, you will just be so blown away with the abundance that you will have and the freedom that you will have through this business. But I will tell you guys, like, when you start this, a lot of times you're not seeing results right away. We're putting in, we're sending out messages, we're posting, people aren't coming to us, people aren't commenting on our posts, people aren't responding to our messages, people tell us no in the beginning, and even at presidential, that happens to me too. But know that the work you're doing now, you guys, you will get results over the next 3 to 6 months. Any positive result comes 3 to 6 months after the work. Negative results come almost immediately. Like if you're like trying to get healthy, like for instance, if you're trying to lose weight, you're going to the gym, you're eating healthy, you're not really going to see those results right away. But if you start eating bad and you start not going to the gym, guess what? You're going to see those results super fast because it's negative. But the positive results take longer. So know that in the beginning, you guys, you're planting tons of seeds. And if you're not seeing instant results, you're not signing tons of customers and tons of distributors, that does not mean that you're not going to be successful. It just means that you're starting a business from the ground up. And it's going to take time and it's going to take consistent work. But I guarantee you, in 4 years of working this business, you guys, your life will look so different. Your growth will be different. Your bank account will look way different. And your savings account, if you don't even have a savings account, you will have multiple savings accounts. So give this 4 years. And that's just my thing.
I love that so much because that's so true. Like the negative results come right away and the positive results take time because anything good, right, like comes with time. And it takes a little bit for those seeds to sprout and plant. Some you'll get, instant results from, and then other ones it's going to take 3, 6 months, a year, and beyond. So I love that so much. So what we're going to kind of go over is number one, what a loyal customer is and what your first goals are in the business. So your first goal right now is to get 4 loyal customers. Okay. 4 loyal customers is key. You guys, we have something called the steps to success. Okay. The steps to success is 4 customers and 3 distributors a month. Nothing happens. Don't worry. You're not going to get kicked out or anything like that if you do not hit that. But what will happen is that you won't see the results that you want. So you're going to try, and that's the goal. Some months you might get 4 distributors and 2 customers, but the goal is that. And so that's something that when I got started, I was like, okay, this is attainable. You're going to see people who sign hundreds of customers a month. Don't put that pressure on yourself. Okay. Like when I signed, I was like barely filling my steps. It's totally fine, you guys. That's a huge accomplishment to celebrate. Like when you sign your first freaking customer, I want you to have a dance party for yourself because that is a huge accomplishment. Like do not limit yourself or stop. It feels like now, like in society, like we have to freaking do something incredible to have a right to celebrate or have a reason to celebrate. You don't have to have a reason to celebrate, you guys. You might just be in a freaking good mood, and I want you to celebrate that. Like I want you to celebrate the fact that you got your messages out. I want you to celebrate the fact that you you posted like what you said you were going to do. So celebrate those small wins with yourself. So what a loyal customer is it's basically somebody who is going to purchase something for 3 months. Okay. When I first got started, I was like, you have to purchase something for 3 months. What the hell? What the hell? I have to tell them about an auto shipment and a commitment. Please do not use those words. Okay. You guys, please do not freaking use the words auto shipment or commitment. Okay. Because you guys, those have negative connotations. It's not that we're tricking people. It's just all about how you're going to word it because certain words have triggers to certain people. So if you start saying like, oh my gosh, like I need to like, I just totally lost my train of thought, which actually never happens. But if you simply just really focus on auto shipment and commitment, people are going to be like, no, that's scary. Because negative things like those things that if you say auto shipment, commitment, they've been probably screwed over in the past. People have commitment issues, right? Even in relationships. So I always call it a 90-day challenge. People love challenges. People want to accept challenges. So I call it a 90-day challenge. I'm not lying to them, you guys. We're not trying to pull the wool over their eyes or anything like that, but I don't use the word auto shipment. I always just say, we're going to set you up on a 90-day challenge. What's going to happen is that you can purchase something for 3 months, where you can change your order each month. There's no minimum requirement. So we're going to set you up for 3 months or for 90 days to help you accomplish what goals you have. How committed are you? I always ask the question, how committed are you? Because every single person on here knows that if you really are committed to getting results, do it for 90 days at least. Like, somebody's going to say, oh, I want to lose 25 pounds, but I don't want to stay committed for 3 months. Like, they don't really want to lose 25 pounds bad enough. Okay. So making sure that you have a positive mind frame around what the loyal customer program is, because let me tell you something. The way that you think about it is the way that other people are going to perceive it. Okay. The people you're talking to they're going to perceive it the same way you think about it. So if you have your hesitations with the program, other people are going to have hesitations with the program. The way that I talk about it is so casual, and I'm like, this is the freaking best deal ever, because it is, because they get 40% off. You guys, just for purchasing anything, one thing, it can change their order each month. They get 40% off a product. Okay. They have an option to purchase or to pay a membership fee, which is $50. So you can think of it like a Sam's or Costco thing, right? But at the end of the day, like, our products come in a month's supply. So they're going to need to repurchase. So it's holding them accountable to it. So understanding they have the option to do that, or they can pay full retail price. In 4 years of doing it, I think I've had 2 people ever pay retail price or ever do a $50 membership fee. So just know that the 3-month thing is the 90-day challenge is the best deal for your customer. Okay. We get paid the same off of a customer who joined for the membership fee or who did the 3-month commitment. But just know that it's the best deal for them. We're helping them meet their needs, and that's why it's set up that way. After the 3 months, you guys, they're considered a loyal customer for life. Okay? They're considered a customer for life. So they don't ever have to redo the 3 months. They get perks for doing that and all of that stuff, but they do not have to redo the 3 months ever again. They can always come back and place one-time orders, and they'll get that 40% off discount for life. Somebody asked, what if they decide they don't want to stay for 3 months? Then they would pay the $50 membership fee. However, we have 40 plus products, and they're all freaking amazing. So if somebody doesn't like the results that they're getting, or they don't feel like they're getting it fast enough, or maybe they have like a bad reaction to one of the products, like something completely off the wall, totally random, they'll pay a $50 membership fee. And so that is because they got the discount. Now they can switch their order each month, which is 90% of my customers. If they say, oh, well, they already know, like I've already told them that they're doing a 90-day challenge. I already told them all of that stuff. So they know that they can just adjust their order. So for me, that is like a huge thing. I love the customer program. It's the best customer program out there. And our products are so reasonable, you guys. Our products are so reasonable. We have products anywhere from $25 to $60. So you're not asking people to break the bank. You're simply asking them to commit to their health goals. You'll have people out there that will say, I want to do it the natural way, right? Like, I want to do it the natural way. I don't want to use supplements. And my response to them is, okay, well, it's like people who have a baby, like they can do it the natural way, or they can get an epidural, but it's a lot easier to get an epidural. Same thing with a marathon. You don't have to wear tennis shoes to run a marathon, but why would you make it harder? Like, why wouldn't you wear tennis shoes? Like, why wouldn't you use supplements? Because nobody is saying that you can't do it the natural way. We're just saying this is going to help it. We are simply not asking people to replace these supplements for a healthy lifestyle. Don't go out and eat just crap and then expect to lose weight just because you use our supplements. But the way that I explain it to people is, if let's say in 6 months you lost, or let's say you wanted to lose 30 pounds. If you wanted to lose 30 pounds in 6 months, you could do that naturally. But if you wanted to lose 30 pounds in 4 months, you could do it with our supplements, right? It's just going to help speed up the process. So that's awesome. And Tay has shared some of the wording that she uses in the comments. Tay, did you want to add anything to the Well Customer Program?
No, I think you pretty much said everything. I think you just have to go into the conversation just knowing that it's the best deal. And that, for them to get the results that they're wanting, they're going to have to use it consistently. Like, you can't just lose 30 pounds in a month. That's not safe for your health, first of all. And that's just kind of impossible unless you're just completely starving yourself. So just going into it as an accountability and to help them reach their goals, and just making sure that they know that, this is catered to them. and making sure that you're asking them the questions to figure out the right products to recommend to them. So if it is weight loss, asking them, how much weight do you want to lose, 5 to 15 pounds or 20 plus? Because if they only want to lose 5 pounds, you might not recommend 50 products, but if they're trying to lose more weight, then you're going to kind of, cater to them based off whatever their goals are. So making sure you're asking the right questions.
And it's very important that you use your own products. Okay. You need to use the products that you're talking about. The amazing thing that happens when you get your first 4 loyal customers is you get $100 shopping spree. And so you're going to be able to get a shopping spree so you can purchase the products too. But also think about what health goals you want to accomplish, because when you're using the products with people, it's going to feel more like an accountability thing. And you're getting the vibes from that. Is Kelsey Offerman still on here? Okay, Kelsey, can you unmute yourself? Because you killed it in the beginning of your business, with LCs. So can you explain kind of what you did at the beginning to kind of generate some interest? Oh, wait, I can't hear you for some reason. Oh, wait, turn your volume up. No, I can't hear you. Can you guys hear her?
No, I can't hear her.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure I wasn't the only one. Maybe log off and log back in. See if that helps. And I'll go, you have to probably link it. I'm literally dying. Okay, Cammie, I'm calling on you.
What's up?
What's up? Okay, tell us what you did at the beginning of your business to kind of generate interest and get some LCs.
Okay, so I was just posting consistently. Don't mind my hair, I'm doing it. I was just consistently posting all day, every day. Guys, I hadn't even tried any of the products. I just knew I needed to make money and I needed to make it fast. And so I knew when I made that first post that, when I was 21, and so everybody was already making fun of me. My mom and my sister who were in this business, they made fun of me for doing this. And I just knew I had nothing to lose. So posting consistently, always getting up post to post. That's how I sign my customers. And getting to know the products. Another thing that I wish I would have done sooner is getting to know the products, but then also really truly getting to know my clients and their goals instead of just trying to sell them a product. Because that first month for me to go Ruby, that really was what I was doing. I was just trying to sell product. I mean, I'm going to be completely transparent and honest. That's what I was doing because I had a goal I wanted to meet. But getting to know the products, testing the products, when you guys, get that $100 shopping spree as soon as you can. Get products in your hand, whatever you are interested in trying, get it in your hand. If you have a spouse in this business, or if you have a spouse or a significant other that's serious, sign them as a distributor, get another free shopping spree off of them when you get 4 customers under them. Just do whatever you can to get product in your hands. Try the product. That's when I fell in love with the products, because I actually was trying them all the time. And now I have all of them at my house that I'm constantly using. So trying them, being a product of the product. Once I started losing weight, that's when my business started booming too, because everybody saw my personal results and they wanted to get their results. They see that you truly are using the product and you truly do believe in it. And there's nothing better than just being the product of the product. That's what's going to sell your product more than anything else.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Kelsey, let's see if your video, your sound turns on. No. Fail. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. We'll you can type your tips in the comments. Okay, and then Kayla, I want you to share your favorite tips on signing customers, because I feel like you've just been like a beast at that lately. Where are you at? Kayla? Oh, yeah, you.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Hi. So signing customers for me, let me mute all this background noise. So for me, I think it's super important and really crucial when you're wanting to sign customers is you guys get to know them. Like if you hop in their inbox and you're just like, hey, do you want to buy my products? Like no one's going to respond to that. And so before I send a message, I'm always like, if I were to send this message or if I were to receive this message, would I respond to it? And if the answer is no, then don't send it. So what I really love to do is I like to find out my customers' goals right off the bat. So I'll message them, I'll strike a conversation, I'll send them a positive vibe message, and then I'll just ask about their goals. And before I even bring up any products, I'll be like, and I have a text replacement. So if you guys aren't using text replacements, if you have an iPhone, they are super crucial because I'll just type in like 3 little letters and this whole thing will pop up and it's great. But I will send this text replacement. It just says, okay, let me see if I can send it in here. I think I can. It's this one. It says, okay, amazing. Before I go into detail, I'd love to hear more about you. What are your specific health goals and why do you want to accomplish them? And so they give me a list of their goals and why they want to accomplish them. And you guys, once you get people's why, it's game over. They're going to order because once they realize they want something, it doesn't matter the price. Number one, our products are extremely affordable, so it's fine because like Fat Fighters are literally $25. So, but once you get their why, they're not going to back out. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but they're going to order from you because you took that time to get to know their goals and get to know their why. And so I always start with that message. And then I always start with triple threat. So if their goal is weight loss, and, sometimes, people's goals are better skin. And so I'll go into like a whole skincare routine, but 95% of my customers are weight loss driven customers. And so if their goal is weight loss, I start with triple threat because I rather start big than start small. Because if you bring up, like Thermophyte X or Keto Coffee, which are our 2 main amazing products, if you make Keto Coffee sound like the end-all be-all and all that they need, why are they going to purchase more product from you? So I always start big and I work my way down. So for me, my triple threat is Keto Coffee, Cleanse, and Thermophyte X. And I always recommend that. And why I recommend triple threat, and I tell my customers this, is if you're serious about losing weight, this is the best option for you. And when I say, all of that, I can go into my spiel about the 90 days and how it takes, 21 days to create a habit and 60 days to even see results. And so that 90-day period is like that prime period. You're going to want to, sign up for that 90 days if you're serious about your goals. And then people start evaluating their goals and they're like, oh yeah, okay. Like I want to get on this, I want to do this. And I always, I never make it about me or the sale. I always make it about them and how it's going to benefit them. And so once I make it about them and I say, this is what you're going to see, these are the results you're going to get, they're in, you guys. You got to, take away the word sale or sell. I hate, when people get caught up in that because we're just sharing what we use and what we love. And like Cammie was saying, once you get your own results, it's game over. Like once I got my own results and I was posting about my own results, people were messaging me and asking me about the products. So that is why an auto shipment is so crucial. Not because, we hold inventory, but because these products should be used by you. Because people are going to buy you before they ever purchase the products or the business. They're going to buy you. So if you're scared to use these products, so are they. And if you're not excited, they're not going to be excited. And so if you come into it and you're like, oh my God, I got this new product, I'm so excited to try it. I don't know what is happening to my voice right now. They're going to be excited to try it. But if you, guys, I'm dying. But if you come out, I'm too excited. But if you come to them and you're like, so yeah, I guess you might like the coffee. It does all these things. I'm not really sure what it does, but I haven't really tried it myself. Who's gonna buy from you? Nobody. I wouldn't buy from you.
Your voice won't even let you talk like that. It's like
I know. I can't even.
So I'm just gonna go out.
It's like, stop. It's like, this isn't you. But yeah, no, you guys, you just gotta be excited. Like I know most of you are new and you probably don't even know half the products that we have, which if you go into eSuite and you look at document library, they're all there. So I know that you're probably like, well, I don't know what to recommend. I don't know what to say. That's what we are here for. Like send me screenshots of your combos and be like, okay, what should I recommend to this person? And that is what we are here for, to tell you and be like, okay, recommend this, recommend that. And then you're going to start getting the hang of it. And you're going to be like, oh, okay, like I know what to do now. I know what to recommend to these people. So you just got to be excited, you guys. You don't have to know it all. I know for those greens out there, you're like, but I need all these little bit of information. You don't have to know it all. You just have to be excited. And people, you know, you're going to run into haters. You're going to run into people that say no. You're going to run into people that don't want to buy. And what I tell my newbies is, you guys, it is not personal. If you take one thing away from tonight, every no that you get, every not right now that you get, it is not personal. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with what, you know, they're going through in their life right now. And so you just got to keep going, because the more no's that you get, take that as a freaking accomplishment. The more no's that you get, you're one step closer to that yes. And you guys, it's just awesome. You just got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep messaging, and you got to be fucking excited. Be excited. Okay, that's it. My voice is like, stop talking.
I love it. I love it. I also want to touch on a couple things Kelsey said, if you guys didn't get a chance to read the comments. But number one, just kind of like Kayla said, like, you need to be blowing up whoever enrolled you's phone. Like when I say, like, if you're not feeling like you're annoying them, you're not working hard enough. You should feel like you are annoying the heck out of whoever signed you up, because when you do that, they're going to get excited because they're like, oh my God, I have somebody who's actually wanting to work. Like when I have people blow up my phone, like we're best friends. Like it's just fact. Like we're best friends. But the end of the day, like that's when you know somebody's really wanting to work. So you should be like doing enough to where you're going to have questions. Okay. Because any training you're on is never going to prepare you for some of the freaking questions you'll get. Like, what about this freaking ingredient in this product? And you're like, but I have no idea. Let me go ask somebody else. Okay. Because I still don't know. And I still have questions too. So don't ever feel like in order to be successful, you have to have it all figured out, because I would have never been successful if that was the case. So that's one thing. And the other thing is making sure that you are like, and what you should be hitting them up about is wording. Okay. Because it's not that you don't know what the answer is. It's just, how do you word it? Have you ever just been, and it's like posting, right? It's like, frick, like I know what I want to say in my head, but I don't know how to actually type it out. And then what will happen is you're going to get frustrated because you're going to be spending way too much time formulating a response when there's already been one, and your enroller can do it in 2 seconds. And then you're going to learn from what they say. But if you learn from somebody telling you no, and it could have been prevented, because not all no's can be prevented. You can't really say the wrong thing to the right person, and you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. So no matter how good your wording is, you're like, it doesn't matter. Some people are just going to say no. But if you just went off on your own and tried to hurry and respond to somebody right away, and you sent them 700 paragraphs, guilty. I've done that before. Okay. If you've done that, if you do that, then you're going to feel frustrated with the business. But it's really not the business's fault, because somebody else had an answer for you that literally would take them 2 seconds to help you. Don't get antsy about responding like that. Let's see. Making sure, this is another good point, making sure to follow people who are successful in the business. Success leaves clues. Okay. I would say start out by following like 20 people and put them on your see first notifications. I think see first like has a limit on how many people you can see first, but put them on your see first. If you don't know how to do that, it's super simple. Just like where you click following, and then you can put it as see first. But the reason this is important, and then once you follow like 15, 20 people, you're going to find 3 people that inspire you. Okay. And then unfollow everybody else, because at the end of the day, comparison's the thief of joy. So you can't compare your day 3 to somebody else's day 5 million. Okay. So recognize that like, you're not going to connect with everybody. Not everybody's going to have a similar lifestyle as you or whatever, but just know that there's going to be a couple people that really inspire you, not people that make you feel like shit about yourself, but people that inspire you. Okay. And so just keep following them, but you have to start by following multiple people and see top leaders in the business. If you go to the units tab, there's a learning section in our team page. In the Lion Chasers, it's a units tab. And there's a list of people you can follow when you go through that tab. So those are always good suggestions. Adding to your story is super, super important. In order to add to your story, you're going to want to find top leaders to follow. So that when you follow them, they're going to post stories. You simply hold down the screen on your phone and screenshot it. Okay, that's it. So that way you're not feeling like you have to stress yourself out by coming up with all these really cute, creative stories, because Lord knows I can't even do that. That's a struggle for me. So that's good. And then I'm trying to think. Thank you. Yep. And just making sure, it's okay to take time to respond to somebody. Like there's no such thing as it works emergency. Okay. Like they don't have to be responded to right away. Okay. Tay, what do you want to add? What do you want to touch on? You want to touch on self-development?
Yes, that was one thing. I don't even think I even answered the last question that you even asked me. You asked me, what is the one thing that I wish I would have did when I first started? And it was self-development. You guys, I heard the word self-development and I just thought it was for people that didn't know who they were. People that were just super, super depressed. I didn't really know what it was, but I didn't think that I needed it. I was happy. I was good, whatever. But you guys, this business is built around personal development and personal growth. If you are not growing through this journey, your business will not grow, your team will not grow, your income will definitely not grow. So if you want to grow an income and you want to grow a team and you want to be a leader and you want to build a successful business, you have got to learn. First of all, you got to learn, and then you have to earn. You got to learn before you earn, and you got to grow. So personal development, what is that? It means a lot of different things for a lot of people. It could be a podcast. It could be a YouTube video. It could be a station on Spotify. It could be a station on Pandora. It could be a book, something that has content that things that you just don't hear and see and know on your own. There's books on how to be a professional network marketer. That's what we are. That's what we're doing. Go Pro by Eric Worre. That's an amazing book to start learning how to be successful in this field. And when you start this business, you guys, you are a student to this business. I'm still a student to this business. I'm learning new things every day because I'm plugging into books. I'm listening to other successful leaders and learning through them. And so to grow in this business, you have to evolve yourself. You can't stay where you're at making $19 an hour and not grow yourself expecting a $50,000 monthly income. You know what I mean? You got to grow in order for you to make more money. So, I'm going to put a couple of my favorite podcast people, favorite books that are amazing, especially if you're first starting out. And I recommend you invest in one thing, okay? One book, or if it's a video, then, do a video, but something every day, 5 to 10 minutes, 5 to 30 minutes while you're in the shower, while you're on your way to work. Spend time, the time that you have that you're able to multitask while you're doing dishes, while you're cooking. Have something in the background playing. Because you got to make use of that time, because you all are busy, y'all have lives, y'all work, y'all go to school, whatever that is, but finding that time and making sure that that's a priority to you first, because you got to grow yourself first.
Yeah, I love that. Sorry, you guys, I haven't eaten dinner, so I'm over here trying to smash some queso from Chipotle. So anyways, I'm over here. Sorry, I'm not eating dinner. But anyway, so one of the things that I would tell you is that you're not going to be successful if you don't do self-development. Literally, straight up. It's not. It's literally you saying, I don't want to be successful. That's it. Because if you had the right mindset to be successful in this business, you would have already been successful in something else. And that's the reality. For me, I know that I think that when I first started, I was this shit is for people who are suicidal. What is going on? But it's not. It's really just understanding that you aren't where you want to be as a person. I mean, that's a reflection of your life. If you're not happy with your life, it's because you still have some things that you need to learn. And so for me, one of the things that I would suggest is making sure that you're listening to other people in the business who have been successful when you first get started. I listened to Jade Hooper when I first got started. She has an amazing YouTube channel, and go through and pick a video that sounds interesting, like the title. Okay. If you're struggling with enrolling LCs, like go to some of the people that you're following and they have YouTube channels, I'm sure, and click their YouTube channel and go through that. And so I remember listening to Jade Hooper every single morning when I was getting ready for work, on my drive to work, on my way home from work, and at night. Like, so literally I was just listening, and it wasn't something that like took extra time away from what I was doing already, but it was something that was super influential in me learning, because success leaves clues. People who are successful, they're willing to share. It's just a matter of if you're willing to do it. So self-development is super important. We are going to touch a little bit on just the things that we do every single day. So self-development, if you can only do one thing for your business and for your life, you need to be doing self-development. That's it. Period. I don't care if you I care if you get a post up, and I care if you do those other things, but if you had to pick one thing, it's always going to be self-development. Because once you do self-development, your whole life is going to improve. And this is something you should do whether you're in or out of the business. I have a girl, she messaged me the other day. She's not in the business anymore. And she was just like, I just want to tell you, thank you so much for introducing me to self-development. Like, the growth that I've experienced this year, like, would have never been possible had it not been for you introducing me to self-development. And she grew in a completely different way outside of the business. And so don't think that this is just something people do when they're in a business like this. This is something every successful person does, no matter what. So I'm going to get off my horse. We're going to go over what we call the core 4. Okay. We're just going to run through them super quickly because there's videos, there's everything on them, but what your day needs to look like and some tips for time management. So every single day, core 4, posting, messaging, adding to your network, and following up. Okay. Interacting is also something that you should be doing every single day as well. But core 5 just doesn't sound as cool. I'm just kidding. We can call it like the Fab 5 or something. I don't know where interacting was. It probably goes with adding a little bit, because when you add people, you just interact with them. But just making sure that you're interacting with an audience and being very, very intentional with that and not scrolling. One thing that I want to tell all of you is, if you have a boyfriend or significant other, here's the deal. If you don't manage your time correctly, he will resent the business, because he is going to see you on your phone all the freaking time because you're excited and he doesn't understand it. Okay. And he's like, where the heck is my wife? Where the heck is my girlfriend? Their freaking head is buried in the phone. And you're sitting here thinking, well, bro, your head is buried in the phone before I even joined this business. Okay. So like, what are you mad at me for? But here's the thing. Here's some time management tips that I will give you. Number 1, literally, you need to set family hours. Okay. I have family time where my phone is in another room, typically, not every day, but typically. And so like when my kids get home, I'm not working. Like I'm just not working. Okay. Because those people can wait. Like, and it's not that I'm not working ever. Like, it's not, but you have to set those boundaries, because you guys, I get so excited when I come back to my phone to work, right? Because I've been gone and I'm like, oh my God, I'm excited to work, versus me feeling like, oh, I have this thing all day, every day. I can't get away from it. Oh my God, like, I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting burnt out. You will burn yourself out if you do not do this. Okay. Because it's so exciting in the beginning and it's so new and it's so fun. You will burn yourself out if you don't do this. Okay. So I set family hours where I'm fully engaged with them. And to be honest, you guys, your husband and your kids don't even need a freaking hour of your undivided attention. Once you give them like 15, 20 minutes, they're like, okay, I'm good. Like, what else are we going to talk about? It's not like you were spending 4 hours, like, having deep conversations every single day with them anyways. So the other thing is set an end time. So set a time you're going to go to bed. Because I know my husband, when I first got started, it was kind of like, well, I didn't know when you were going to be done. So I just went to bed. But I always set an end time. So it's like, okay, I'm going to be finished getting this done by midnight. Okay. Or 11 or whatever time you want to set. But that way I worked harder because I knew my time was ticking. Right. And he knew that if he waited up till 11 or whatever that time was, then we would have the ability to kind of like connect at that time. And he knew that he could give me that space for that time and wouldn't try to talk to me. then we could talk at 11 or whatever. So those are a couple tips. And then the last thing is just understanding that like people can wait. Like your life, like this is stuff that you are going to do on your own terms. Just do it. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't care when you get it done. You get to work this around your life, but you still have to work it. Okay. So that's super important. So posting, you guys, pick 5 things. Don't make this business the only thing that people see on your page. It's pretty simple. Like, who are you? Like, who is going to connect with you? What would your friends say about you when it comes to that? Okay, Tay, why don't you share some stuff on on time management too? Because I think that's like such a good topic. I don't know why we don't talk about that more.
Yeah. So like I said, when I started, I was literally like working 2 jobs, nursing school, like literally I was doing something from the minute I woke up to the minute my head hit the pillow. Like I was busy. And so what I would do is I would set my alarm to go off 30 minutes before I absolutely had to get up for school. And in that 30 minutes, trying to wake up, laying in bed, I would grow my market. I would, post my story, pre-plan my first post. And in 30 minutes, you guys, you can do so much. Like 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes before you go to bed, like you can do so much. And so what I did when I was in school was, anytime that I had like a study break, or I was walking in between classes, or I was waiting in line at the grocery store, or I was waiting for my car to get an oil change, I would be on my phone intentionally doing something, sending out messages, posting, whatever it was that I needed to do, reply to people. But finding those 10-minute windows, you guys, in an hour a day, if you have 10 minutes spread out throughout the day and you can give this an hour of work, you can do the 6 lists in an hour, like you can. Or hop on a power hour, you guys. If there's ever a power hour going on, if anyone's ever up at 7 a.m. Central Time, that's 8 o'clock Eastern Time, I host a power hour every morning, and I get my entire work list done in 1 hour. Then the rest of the day, I'm able to respond to people, get on these Zooms, whatever. But if you don't have a set hour a day, you guys, look for those 10-minute windows and just fit them in. Anytime I would go to the bathroom, as a nurse, you don't really get a lot of bathroom breaks, but I would make myself go to the bathroom and I would add to my market or post or do one task while I was in the bathroom, and I had those few minutes to myself. So if that's you and you can't have your phone at work and you can't have it out, when you go to the bathroom, take your phone with you, do one thing. And just make that a habit. Make it a habit. I still do it. Anytime I go to the bathroom, even now I work at home, I still will grow my market because it's just one of those habits that I formed when I was working full time and busy. So form those new habits. You can fit it in your schedule. And it's just like a relationship. Like, you make time to have that relationship, even though you have a million other things going on, you're still going to make time for that person. You have to treat this business as you would a marriage. Like, you have to treat this business as you would a marriage. And just remember that. Just remember that, because it might feel easy. Like, you'll want to give up on it sometimes. Like, you might be frustrated, just like you would at your husband. He makes you mad, but you don't just go divorce him after the first thing, right? No, you work it out, you fix it, and then you move on. This business has to be like a marriage. It has to be that same commitment, like level. You're not just going to quit on it, not just going to give up on it. Just keep going. But it will work for you. You just got to work it.
I'm chewing. Hold on. No, so I think that all of that stuff, you guys, is stuff that we wish we would have known and we've failed through. Like, I mean, I remember my husband being like, "Are you ever going to like get off your phone?" Like, and just situations. And it's just, you just have to work through them and go through them and understand what your balance looks like, because it's going to be different for everybody, but really try to blend it into your life. Don't feel like you have to separate like one category and one category and one category. But like Tay said, like, there's so much power in those small 10-minute increments a day that you already have those pockets of time. I mean, I remember like I had my car fixed, you guys, and it took literally like 6 hours. 6 hours. But I was just like working the whole time. And like before, I just would have been like so annoyed. Like, I was sitting there like wasting my day, but like I was able just to work that time. So you just learn how to figure it out with what works in your schedule, and you just get it done. It's kind of like brushing your teeth. No matter how tired you are, you just do it. And the same thing with the business. So posting, messaging, following up, adding to your network, and interacting. And all of this stuff is in videos in the team page, but we just kind of wanted to share some tips. Is there anybody on here, like any leaders on here that wanted to share anything else about time management that they've learned in their experience? Speak now.
Actually, yes, I do.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So this is the biggest thing that definitely improved my business, guys. I was full-on nursing student. I was taking 16 hours online. I was working full-time at a hospital, and I was doing this business when I first started. I felt like I was working this business 25 hours a day. I felt like I was never not working this business. And guys, I was only like I think I like maybe just hit Ruby, or, you know, like I was just right around that Ruby level where I feel like I was still working more than I do now as a triple diamond. And so finally something hit me and I was like, this can't be what this is, because I'm working 24 hours a day and I'm not really that far in the business. So I had to be very intentional with my time. I had to decide, okay, when I get home from work at 7 o'clock at 8 o'clock at night, yeah, I'm tired as hell, but for that hour I am working and I'm getting my stuff done. And then I'm going to hop on Team Zooms, because I had Team Zooms every night, guys, till about 9. I made myself do personal development. And guys, I did not go to bed until midnight. And that was usually because my homework wasn't done or I hadn't finished doing my work for the business. But you have to be very intentional, and you have to say, okay, I am adding this many people, and you get it done. And then, okay, I'm sending out this many messages, getting it done. And another thing that helped me a lot too is I do not go to bed until I've replied to everybody. So I had a bad habit of, when I was busy all the time. Now I work with this business. I'm not in school. It's a different thing. But back then I was never on my phone as much as I am now. And so I had to make it a rule where I could not go to bed until I replied to everybody who had sent me a message. And guys, I'm on my phone, but I am horrible at replying to messages. I think anybody can test to this. I am horrible. I'll get sidetracked. I'll start being on Facebook, working the business, and then, just whatever, life happens. But when I started making sure I replied to everybody before I went to bed, and making sure I replied to everybody first thing in the morning, and then doing, right after I did my personal development, before I do anything with the business, I reply to everybody, and then I start working my business and start doing my 6 list. And not only did my business improve, but my mindset improved, because I didn't feel like I was letting people down. I didn't feel like people were waiting on me. I didn't feel like I was slacking in my business, and I felt like I was putting it first. That was like the biggest thing that helped me. I don't feel like I heard many people talk about it. It was just like a non-negotiable that I had to make for myself, because it was a mindset change that helped me feel more, I guess, like successful or more adult in this business. But just be super intentional. Like, if you need to get something done, then do that thing and put everything else aside, because it can hold on. But then when you have family time or whatever, it's okay to not be on your phone. It's okay to not be working that business for that hour. And it's damn well okay to spend some time with your family, because we all need that time. We all need it.
I love that. And I think sometimes I love that point too, because Brian, like, he would always tell me, he's like, I don't care. Like, I love that you work and like, you're so passionate, but like, he would catch me in the scroll hole so many times. And we call the scroll hole is where you're not really working. You're on your phone and you will say that you're working in your head, but you're not really working. And so making sure, like she said, just being efficient with that time and working just a lot more effectively, like in that. So I would just like set timers in my phone, because how many times have you like opened up like Facebook or even your phone and just be like, what was I about to do? And then you just start scrolling, and 10 minutes later you just forgot like you were supposed to do something totally else. Like, I still get in that. That happens to me. So I have to make sure that like I'm consciously checking myself for like, okay, what am I doing here? Like, what am I doing here? Because if you feel like you're working 24/7, it's because you're doing that. Like you're scrolling because this business is not going to take 24 hours to be successful. So we're super excited. Thank you all you leaders for chipping in. I love you guys so much. And I think this is like a super effective way for you guys to learn, because there's so many videos out there, and we can go over like the 4 things you need to do, but we already have videos out there for you. So these are practical tips that you can use on your day-to-day life and just the mindset going into things. So I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. And if you need anything, let us know. The recording is going to be posted to the team page. Love you guys. Bye.